Fuel price hike in this country has really broken all the records. Nobody understands the way things are being handled in Government of India by the BJP-led NDA government. There are 43 price rise in this year only. One estimate says the landed cost and after processing the basic cost of the petrol is around 22 rupees. The way these things are structured, there is a basic excise duty which is around 2.5%. Then there is a special duty being imposed by Government of India. Then there is a special cess being introduced over it. One estimate says more than 32 rupees is the taxation being done by Government of India, and rest 20 to 22 rupees are being taken by the state governments. Now to bypass the state government's share, the so-called federal structure supporting administrators, those who were running the states at that time, they were wholeheartedly were saying that that's a federal state need to be followed, the system, this need to be respected. Now, what they are doing in it is, they are introducing the special cess, whether that is the agriculture infrastructure development cess or the road infrastructure development cess, contributing around 28 rupees. This is really surprising. Why you are introducing as a cess? Nobody understand, the common man, I would say. Issue behind is they don't want to part their share with the states. If it is a tax, then it has to be shared. Now this is a special cess. When the special cess comes in, then it entirely goes to Government of India, who is introducing this cess. Look at the money being earned by NDA government. In last 1 year, the excise and the basic custom duty collected only from the petroleum product is more than 4,18,000 crores. This is just robbing the common man. More or less the same situation, they have no answer. They tried doing this, so is the international prices of the crude. At one time, last year in April, this was almost hovering around $10 per barrel. And the price retail of this petrol was around 70 to 72 rupees in capital. Look at the way UPA handled it. There was a special fund to mitigate this unprecedented rise. At one time, that barrel price was more than $122 per barrel. Even then, the government was selling in India, the petrol was between 60 to 65 rupees. Look at the comparison. This is not even a comparison. This is just talking through hats. $10 per barrel, the retail price is 78 rupees. $122 per barrel, UPA selling petrol for 72 rupees. This is not way to handle the grim situation, that too during the COVID-19 pandemic, when everybody is trying to survive. And look at the government, the way they are handling. Look at their eyes on the reserves of RBI. They want to run their own lethargies by the state-run PSUs. They are just trying to sell off everything under the sky. Look at the food subsidy. They have transferred the food subsidy from the budget to a PSU, which is FCI. How they can handle, ultimately that's a company. They have to show it to the balance sheet, the auditors. They arranged a special loan from that too from another common man sector, which is small saving funds. Now after 3 years, when the FCI is not in a position to repay the loans and the debt rating is going abnormally high, this year they again said let's work out something else and say this will not happen in future. Common man is in a real difficult situation. Farmer, everybody was saying, let the NDA be in power. They are in power now. They promised that they will double the farmer income. In last 7 years, the deadline was 2022. Now what they have doubled is the basic input cost, whether that is the diesel, whether that is power, whether that is fertilizer, whether that is seed, whether that is diammonium phosphate or the pesticides. Everything has been doubled. Now look at the recommendation of CACP. This is another book fudging. I fail to understand. Ultimately, they are responsible to 138 crore Indians. You can't do book fudging all the time and every time. You just can't raise a poster war to sideline the harsh core realities. Look at the industrial scenario. We are minus 28% in the growth. Look at the banking sector, which is to support the farmers for cash crop loans to the capital loans to the industry. The NPA is running more than 7 lakh crores. So, which way the country is being led? Banks are made to show that everything is all right. PSUs are being sold. Basic infrastructures, which is not monetized till date to the actual cost, including that ports and airports, they are being sold, and including the infrastructure, the Navratna companies. Anyway, whatever the hardcore reality is, every common Indian is understanding, minus the top administrator, those who are busy in their own self glorification to the global media. Now they have already understood that things travel so fast. Now we have a population of 138 crores. What the NDA did in last 7 years, in first phase, every day there was a new inauguration, every day there was a new infrastructure laying of the foundation stone because the funds were reserved during the 10 years of UPA regime. How many new inauguration has been done in last 2 years? Everybody understands that. Now this has turned out to be suppressing all the facts. Now if we talk about the three farmer bills which are widely termed as pro-farmers, these were never pro-farmers. Somehow the information given to them was motivated one, but ultimately the administrator is to take everybody on board. So whenever things were going in their way, the transnational, the multinationals, the local handlers, they were going ahead, sir, this is very good. And still few people shared with me, the administrator feels these are, if he goes out unguarded, people will really bow before him that these were the game changer farmer laws. The harsh reality is lakhs and lakhs of the farmers facing the extreme heat now, which they face the extreme cold, the windy condition, the chilly winds, they are camping in the borders of the capital. And the global media is very closely observing which way the world's largest democracy is functioning and which way it is heading. So things are at the lowest ebb. This is the time for the political executive to see whenever the opposition parties they try raising an issue, they are bombarded with their IT cells, with the motivated media reports. No, this is not correct. And after 2-3 months, they realized this was the issue, whether that was agriculture, whether that was corona crisis, whether that was vaccination. Things are really out of control. But this will not work the way things are being pushed to the people that everything is all right. Sab changa hai. Actually, this is not sab changa hai. This is sab manda hai. Everything is not all right.